Today is August 5th. And it is my first day of meetings. Officially, like, meetings in meeting mode. It's gonna be like this until the start of the school year. Today Chris took off of work, and he also took off of work tomorrow, so he'll be bringing me to and from my meetings. But after that, I'll be driving myself like a big girl to my own meetings. But I'll let you guys know. Maybe, I don't know if I'll be vlogging during the day just because I'll be in meetings. But I'll definitely let you know at the end of each day, like, what I went over and stuff like that, to keep you guys updated. And this will be the start of, like, the weekly vlogs of back to school kind of a thing. So I will see you guys later. So I should read my calendar better sometimes. I wrote it down correctly. It's on the paper correctly. The meetings aren't until tomorrow. Silly me, I'm like, let's go to a meeting today. So we're going home. I might go into my classroom to review those last 4 IEPs that I need to go over. I'll probably work on my homework today, just get those kind of things done. And then tomorrow I will come to my meeting. So I'm in my classroom. I ended up getting an email saying that the copy center is going to be open until 11:15, like every day up until like when school starts, and then their hours will change. The only problem was this was now the only day that I had to come in and make some copies. So I did make my very first interactive notebook notes page, which they'll get better as the year goes on. It was pretty much just copying and pasting some math problems and fill in the blank definitions, and it was just like a paper that they'll fold in half. They'll glue one side into their notebook and then the other stuff they'll fill in. So it was really simple, really basic. Who knows, I might keep with the basic theme with the interactive notebook. I might try to make it a little bit more fancy. I just don't want, if I'm trying to limit myself to 30 minutes of instruction a day, I have a 60-minute class. Having like, I need to like sit down and like break down how I want my classroom structured, like, you know, 5 minutes bell ringer. And that includes like maybe 2 minutes going over the bell ringer, 30 minutes of instruction, and then maybe like 15 minutes like groups where I do like 5 minutes rotations of like a different group where I'm rotating or pulling students up who need individual help, and then like just assisting. I need to figure out what I want my classroom to look like on a day-to-day basis, time-wise, and like block it all out. But I do know that the max I want to do direct instruction is 30 minutes. Like, that's the max. If I can cut it down, that would be better for me, because I'd rather spend more time in like small groups where I'm pulling maybe 3 students at a time and really going over things, or even doing more like one-on-one help kind of a thing. So I need to kind of go over all of that in my head and figure all that out. It's really hot in here. But now that I'm waiting for my papers to be copied, because I can go pick them up today, I'm gonna go over the last 4 IEPs and eat lunch, and maybe go more into planning, like creating more of the, maybe even the PowerPoint for the first lesson for that Monday. I might do that and just get some like planning done. So I'll let you guys go. I'm gonna maybe I'll first eat. I'm kind of hungry. But I'm just gonna get some stuff done while I'm here, while I'm waiting for those copies, and I might stay just a bit after the copies are done. I was gonna be in meetings until 4 o'clock today anyway, so maybe I'll stay here till like 4 and just get all the stuff done that I can, with planning wise and stuff like that. So I feel a little bit more prepared, since like now all my time's gonna be taken up with meetings. So yeah, I will let you guys go, and I'll talk to you guys later. I'm still at school, as you can tell. I got the rest of my IEP files. I'm so tired. I might be going home soon. But I did get the rest of my IEP files. I have like 26 files or something like that. I think I'm gonna go for one more and head out. I hear people. I was told that I should be getting my computer either today, this Monday, or next Monday. So we'll see. Hopefully today is what they're saying. We'll see. I did get new tables, so they came in and they wanted to take away my wooden tables because they had tables with like granite tops and they're heavier and sturdier and they're bigger. I don't necessarily like the fact that they're bigger. I haven't put the rest of the chairs out yet because it's lazy, but they take up more space in my room. Let me show you. They take up just a bit more space than I really want them to. So here they are. Looks kind of the same, but there's not as much space in between those two sets. And then there's not as much space in between that set and the wall. So, no, I'm sorry. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I should still be able to put my tables over there though. We'll see how it'll all fit in. It'll look good. I'm procrastinating doing this last IEP that I'm gonna do for the day, and then I'm gonna go home because I want a nap because I'm tired. So I'm gonna do this one last IEP. I don't know when I'm gonna be able to get back in to do more. But my department head told me that I should take any downtime that I have and start calling home to like the students that I have files for and just kind of going over their schedules, making sure that everything's okay, just having that initial contact before the first day of school. So I will do that at some point. It might even be like when I'm given time to work in my classroom on my own, but that could even be considered part of those like 4 working days. So again, we'll just see what days I don't have a meeting, or when my meetings get out a little bit earlier, that I can come to the school and I can do that. But I'm gonna let you guys go. I did though, I want to show you on post-it notes, like off-brand post-it notes, I wrote out, you can't even see it because it's like all shimmery and stuff, but I blocked out what I want my days to look like. So Monday through Thursday, I want to start with like a 5-minute bell ringer, take 3 minutes to review the bell ringer, 30 minutes of direct instructions, 15 minutes of small groups, so like 5 minutes with like each table kind of a thing. Then a 5-minute review at the end just to wrap it all up, make sure they remember what they learned, and then last 2 minutes of class packing up. Friday is kind of the same, only it'll be a 10-minute bell ringer because they do a writing bell ringer on Fridays. So it'll be 10 minutes on Fridays, and then 20 minutes of skill practice, and that's with computers. So they get to just practice just skills where I can collect data. I'll also be passing out packets of homework on Friday. If they can get it done in class, awesome. That's where they're like 15 minutes of small group. They can also be working on like the in-classroom packet or sheet or their packet, homework packet kind of a thing. I'll always give them time in class to do things. And then, so it'll be 18 minutes of like homework help and 2 minutes to pack up. So that's my plan, because Fridays are a shorter day. But that's my plan for like blocking out like everyday instruction. So I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna stop procrastinating and I'm gonna finish going over one last IEP. I'm gonna pack everything up and I'm gonna go home because I'm tired and I want to go home. So I'm gonna take a nap. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. I have to wake up late.
It's fun to wake up late. I like that version better. Instead of it's fun to stay up late, it's fun to wake up late. I like that. There's like a glare coming right on me. We are on our way to the meetings, like officially the meetings, not like yesterday where I thought I had a meeting and I didn't. Which was good I didn't, because then I was able to go into the school and get some work done. And I talked to my department head again. I got all my files yesterday, and I'm really realizing that I'm going to live at that school in the month of September. Never coming home, ever. Because I have over 10 IEPs due in September alone. But then I'm done with like half of my IEPs for the entire year, so that's nice.
Nice to stay up late.
So I'm on my way. I will fill you guys in on what I'm doing today and stuff like that. And so yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Hello again. As you guys can see, I am back in my bed, like in my house. It is actually 9:17 at night. I was exhausted after the meeting. We actually went out to eat, and then we came home and I crashed for a long time. I was going to get up and I wasn't planning on crashing, but our internet went down for a few hours and it's like, I'm gonna take a nap because I can't do anything on my computer right now anyway because I don't have the internet. But there was so much that we went over today. We went over what our classroom rules should be and how to create our classroom rules. We went over what our classroom procedures are and stuff like that, and it was really good. It was really good. And we went over different behavior management things, and then we went over like technology things. There was just so many things that we went through, and they had us all separated by like kind of what you were hired on to do. So there were like elementary resource people, there were life skills resource people at a table, there were preschool resource teachers at a table, there were speech language pathologists at a table, and then there was the secondary resource, which there were 3 of us. Like, we were the smallest group, but we were the coolest group, not gonna lie. It helped that we had like a Polynesian dude in our group, the only guy, and he was like, he's pretty cool. So but then at the end we kind of talked with like our coordinator, so the secondary resource coordinator, and she gave us like a list, like a checklist of everything that we should do like before the school year starts. And I saw that checklist and I was glad I got that, because like you kind of, as a first year teacher, you know kind of what you need to get done before the beginning of the school year, but I feel like I was going into the classroom and I was kind of like, I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm glad that I have a checklist now, because now there I can like check things off and be like, okay, I did this, I did this, I did this, I did this. And but then again, I saw that list and I'm like, holy crap, I have a ton to do and not enough time to do all of this. So that's where I'm at. One thing that I have to do is I have to create, which I don't know why I didn't, like I thought of it, but I didn't think of it. I have to inform all of the general ed teachers that I have a hold a file for, like the students that I hold a file for, their gen ed teachers. I have to inform them before the beginning of the school year that they have a student with an IEP in their classroom, and I have to let them know about the accommodations that they need to be following in their classroom for that student. And so I found on TPT a free resource. Free's the best. This paper here, it's an IEP information paper. I just searched IEP at a glance. It was like the first one and it was free. And so it's just you write their name, their grade, the qualification, if they wear glasses, hearing aids, all of that stuff. The services that they get in like reading, writing, math, other, if they get speech, occupational, physical, or I think it's vision. Or no, vocation, I don't know. Vocation. And then their accommodations, so classroom accommodations, testing accommodations and other type, and then some other information if they need to know that, like if they're like an emotional student and that you need to kind of make sure you choose your words wisely with them, kind of a thing. So I need to now go through every single one of my IEPs and fill that out for every single one, and then make photocopies of those for all of their gen ed teachers. So I have to go through and find out how many gen ed teachers that they have that I will need, or just any, just they're all of their teachers actually, not just gen ed teachers, just all of their teachers, so that they all have a file on them so that they know what kind of accommodations need to be gone through. So that put a big workload for me, and just there's a lot of other little things like that. And then I also need to figure out how I'm going to post my rules in the classroom. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. Like maybe I'll make something and try to print it out bigger somewhere, maybe at Staples or something. Maybe my husband will know how to help me with that, so that I can like print it, laminate it, and then post it in the classroom. And then maybe I'll do a growth mindset thing on that gray wall. I'm thinking I might do that. I like the growth mindset thing, and then like also just post my rules. Maybe that's where I'll post my rules and my not necessarily my procedures, but my rules, and then like a growth mindset thing. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'm gonna let you guys go. We're gonna watch Grimm as I do homework and other bits of things that I need to get done. I just wanted to check in with you, tell you guys how today went, and I will check back in with you guys tomorrow. Probably after. I won't do a morning check-in, after, and let you guys know what we went over yesterday in the meeting. Hello. You're gonna see my kids and my dog, who like now wants to be a... Really, Lily? You were over there laying down. I turn on the camera and she comes. I just want to go over. Here's Shane. Let's give Shane his moment. There he is. Oh, my life. I just wanted to go over what we did today in my meetings. Okay, I need to be quiet now. Today it was an IEP day. Like, it was just learning more about the IEP and how to fill out the IEP in this district, how to have an IEP meeting and stuff like that. A lot of the teachers there, it's their first year being a teacher, like me. There are a handful that they have 1 year, 3 years, 5 years. There's one speech language that has like 12 years experience, but they still have to come to this meeting. It's good. It was a good meeting. So we learned about, there's so many acronyms. I can't even, like, my brain is right now. But we learned about how to prep for an IEP, what we should be doing, like a timeline kind of a thing, which there are some IEPs that I have due that I can't do that timeline because I just don't have the time to do that timeline. But I'm going to get as much done as possible next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, for my September IEPs. We also practiced running our own IEP meeting, and that went really well. I feel like I did well with that. Lily,
Mommy.
Overall, it was just, Lily, leave it. What do you have?
Okay, I'm ready now.
You.
Okay. Just wait a bit.
I don't know what she's getting into. Lily, go away.
Never tell your dog to go.
Overall, it went really, one second. It went really well. I have to go fast because my battery says it needs to be charged. What I'm working on right now, what I should be working on is homework. But what I'm working on is my first like 3 days of like lessons, what I'm doing. I've decided to change it up a bit.
Also,
so my first day is really just going to be about rules, procedures, stuff like that. We're going to discuss a lot about respect for staff, respect for peers, and respect for self. The next 2 days we're going to be going over a lot of growth mindset stuff. And really dive into the whole respect for self, because I feel like growth mindset is a respect for self kind of a thing. And so we're gonna spend 2 days just really, Lily, hitting hard on that, doing a bunch of like activities with that and stuff like that. And that's gonna be in my flex classroom and in my math classroom. And then the following week is when we're going to start doing like assessments, and we will stop, please. We'll start doing assessments. Hey, I read those are your boots. You need to go put them in your closet so Lily doesn't chew them up. The blue boots.
No, those are my boots.
Then pick them up so Lily doesn't chew them up.
Come on.
Yeah, it's crazy here. I can't even remember what I was saying. And the second week I'm going to start doing assessments, and that's when we're going to start getting into our curriculum by the end of that week. Okay. And in my flex period for the first few days, it's going to be like one-on-one interviews with my students. And if I have to pull some in, I just want to have like a face-to-face contact with all of the students that I hold a case file for. So that's pretty much it. That's what I'm working on. That's what the meeting was today. I'm exhausted. I am so exhausted. But it was good. It was really good. I'm just beyond exhausted right now. But I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Probably again tomorrow after the meeting. I'm not gonna talk to you before. Just kind of after. And then we might even call it good for the week, because that's really the main meetings that I'm going to. I have another couple of meetings on Friday, but I think we're gonna just keep it with this main, they call it a Thrival meeting. But yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go, and I will talk to you later. It's nighttime again. It's 5:44. Training today, it was good. It was a little bit more boring, honestly. Like, it was low key. We talked a lot about data collection, curriculum, which we didn't really go over too much of a curriculum because everyone at the secondary level, our curriculum was completely different than each other's. So we're gonna meet with our coordinator separately at some point before the school year starts and go over that. And so I'm gonna meet with her on like the day before school starts. But overall, the whole training for the week, it was really good. Right now, we are going to the classroom.
Hello.
There's Shane. We went back to school shopping today, you guys. Oh my gosh, there's damage. You didn't tell them something?
I got Riley underwear.
Yep, you did. But look at the damage on my bed of back to school shopping. Which reminds me, some of this needs to come with me. Their school supplies are already in their book bag, but there's like all these clothes on my bed too. But there's a few more things to put up that I made or printed off. Some things I need to do with my Cricut, so we're bringing my Cricut back. So we're just gonna hang out in the classroom for a bit. So I will talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Well, in the next video. This is the end of this video. I will talk to you in the next video.
I love you. I love you.